A pleasant day, grade 4. It's English time once again. I know you are all excited with our new lesson. Have fun! I am Ma'am Abby, your English teacher. Today, we're going to tackle a new lesson, and it is all about the use of simple present tense of verbs in sentences. Before we proceed, I am going to give the rules or guidelines in expressing the simple present tense of verbs, so listen attentively. First guideline. We use the simple present tense form of the verb to express habitual action, or an action that occurs regularly or repeatedly. For example, Christine always helps her parents after class. The verb helps is in the simple present tense form, and it is habitual because of the word always. This means that Christine is regularly helping her parents after class. Another example, the dogs walk in the farm every Saturday. The verb walk is in the present tense form. It shows habitual action because of the phrase every Saturday. Always and every Saturday are called time signals. They are time signals that indicate habitual action. Here are other time signals. Each day, every Saturday, every day, every week, monthly, yearly, daily, often, weekly, annually, always, and never. Second guideline. We use the simple present tense form of the verb to express general truths. Those are facts that are always true or events that always happen. Example, Luzon is an island in the Philippines. Another one is, Jose Rizal is our national hero. Third guideline. The pronouns I and you are used with the base form of the verb. For example, I sweep the floor every morning. The verb sweep retains its base form because the pronoun I is used. Another example, you wash the dishes every night. The verb wash retains its base form because the pronoun you is used. Next is indefinite pronouns like someone, anything, everything, nothing, anybody, somebody, and everybody are used with the S form of the verb. Some examples are, someone removes me from the list. Everything looks delicious. Everybody loves my cat. Nobody comes home late. Another one. Verbs used with third-person singular subject ends in an ES or S. We add an S to most verbs ending in consonant letters. Example, Luisa reads the newspaper every morning. The base form of the verb reads is read, which ends in a letter D. Letter D is a consonant letter. Another example, the cat jumps off the bed all the time. The base form of the verb jumps is jump, which ends in a letter P. Letter P is a consonant letter. Next is, we add an ES to verbs ending in S, CH, SH, X, or Z. Example, the burglar dashes away. The verb used is dashes. It ends in SH, so we have to add an ES. Another one is, the dog catches the ball. The verb used is catches. It ends in CH, so we have to add an ES. Verbs used with the third person singular subject ends in an ES or S. For verbs ending in a consonant and a Y, change the Y to an I and add an ES. Example, she replies so fast. The base form of the verb replies is reply. You have to change the Y to an I so it will become replies. Verbs used with third person singular subject ends in an ES or S. Verbs ending in a vowel and a Y, you only need to add an S. For example, Rome plays the piano beautifully. The base form of the verb plays is play, which ends in y. The only thing we need to do is to add an s. Now, let's study the following sentences. First, the students groove to the music. The verb groove is in the base form of the verb. It is in the base form of the verb because the noun or doer of the action is in the plural form. Another example. When meeting people, we shake hands as a sign of friendship. The verb shake is in its base form because it is done in habitual action. We always shake hands with newfound friends, right? But that was before the COVID-19 pandemic. Another example. Teacher Mavi thumps her feet to the music. The noun or doer of the action, which is Teacher Mavi, is singular and in third person. That is why we need to use the S form of the verb thumps. Next is, we raise our hands in class when we want to be called by our teacher to answer her question. We use the verb raise because the noun or doer of the action, which is we, is in the plural form. Another example. Students always get high scores on their tests when they study hard. The verb get is in its base form. The subject students is plural, and the sentence is in the simple present tense because the word always signifies habitual action. She jumps up and down when exercising. The verb jumps is in its S form. It's in S form because the doer of the action is singular and it is in third person. Lastly, children wiggle their bodies in the dance. In this sentence, the verb wiggle is in its base form. It's in base form because the doer of the action children is plural. Terrific! There you have it. It seems that you grasp everything under the sun. Now, let's try it. It says here that you have to choose the letter of the sentence that is constructed correctly. Number 1. Is it letter A? The helper trimmed the hedges and the bushes? Or letter B? The helper trims the hedges and the bushes? What's your answer? I heard you saying letter B. You are amazing. Number 2. Is it letter A? I often watch anime? Or letter B? I often watches anime? Do we have the same answer? Oh, you're right. The correct answer is letter A. Number 3. Letter A, Miss Arlene played the ukulele very well. Or letter B, Miss Arlene plays the ukulele very well. Fantastic! The correct answer is letter B. Good job, kids! It seems that you really understand our lesson for today. Before we end our session, let's have our last activity. It says here, identify the verbs used in each sentence. Number 1. Magnus works on some magic that could save the little girl. Yes, you're right. The answer is works. Number 2. The hunter shoots the arrow towards the wild boar. Fantastic. The answer is shoots. Congratulations! You are all fantastic. I hope you had fun learning our lesson for today. That's all for today. Thank you for watching and listening. Bye!